and the vehicular stalking and feed money into DHS Fusion Center. So, you know, if they know that's where targeted individuals are going to collect and give ideas, you know, buying TalkShoe for like what, $10,000. Y'all comment on how much you think it'd be. You know, really wouldn't be a stretch, and just making it so people could get in and get on the board without being seen and purpose, and you know, make us look non-professional. You know, make us look like, you know, and I did, like, I ran the call on Saturday night, and you know, people they were doing this echo thing, and it was somebody off the board doing like sheep's going bad and stuff like that. But the echo thing, they just kept going, and you know, we tried to just laugh it off. You know, a lot of the target individual moderators were on there, and we just made jokes because, you know, that's the best thing to do in this. It's not to get all wound up and just let it ruin everything. But a lot of the some target individuals talked to me after the show, and you know, they were upset because they were saying, and they had a valid point. You know, if somebody who really needed help came to the call, you know, they would see that if they needed help, they would see how we were laughing and, you know, just letting the perps get away with this stuff. So it is kind of serious. You know, we do need to stay serious so people who do come to get help, we don't just have these calls that are just off the wall. But I mean, we're working on that right now, and kind of seeing how that goes. And I'm going to go ahead on the last video I did, and this video I'm going to put a bunch of links. You know, the Audio Spotlight Project, please donate to that. You know, my email address, and the link where you can get the conference call schedules. Please get on those. Please get on them. We need to group up as target individuals there. Spread our ideas. If we all get together, we'll come up with better ideas. There's, you know, electrical engineers who are being targeted. There are people who are you know, very, very tech savvy, who are being targeted, you know, from every profession, jumping on these calls. People who know a lot about natural homeopathy. So there's good ideas swirling around. We find the best ones. You know, and you know, we use them. So they're very important. I hope you guys are doing all right. You know, it's just when I go to sleep, they do something. And so when I wake up, it kind of gets a little bit better, starts getting better. I wish I wouldn't have said that to my mom, but I just, you know, they're really hurting me bad with what they have going. They've taken a lot of the, you know, remote neural manipulation. It stopped that, but I listen to the CD like when I sleep, and then when I'm up, like if I don't have anything to do, I'll play a video game and listen to it, or read comic books and listen to it. I'm really trying to just listen to it as much as I can, just to mess their system up and to, you know, to get the entrainment out. It's helped me to think clear. You know, but I do have a bunch of ex-military guys, you know, turned mercenary, basically working on this, working on me, making money off of it, making money off the experimentation. So they don't want to lose me, and they're scrambling. You know, they're scrambling, and you know, I think he wants to hurt me really bad before I do kind of disconnect. You know, if it does do that, I'm not sure for me if it can do that, if I have like a chip or something, and it may not do that for me, but it can maybe do that for a lot of target individuals. So we all need to try it. If you don't know exactly how you're being targeted or what they're connecting you to these signals, and this microwave energy, you know, so you know, send me a request for the CD if you want to try it. I'm going to get them out as fast as I can. It is about $4. You know, I don't mind, you know, getting the CD and the CD burner. You know, I can do that because you know, that's pretty cheap to buy that in a bundle. Now all I have to do is buy extra CDs, but you know, the shipping is like, you know, $4 per CD, and I'm shipping out a lot of them. So if y'all don't mind, maybe just sending $5, you know, to the address where it's coming from, you know, $4 or $5, it can just help me a lot, to send out more of them, and then send a letter to Dave saying how it works. So, you know, just really working on that kind of angle right now. Q-Wave defenders seem to be working. I don't get a lot of microwave pain. I get hits, Like, they hit me in my surgical scar a lot, because they're getting kind of desperate and mean, saying a lot of desperate and mean things, but acting like it's just a foregone conclusion, like, nobody cares about him. It doesn't really hurt me. I know it's not true or anything like that, but it's so evil. It's such an evil lie, because they've tortured me for so long, and it's like they don't feel empathy. They're not like, oh, we've tortured this guy so long. Wow, I mean, he's gotten through this. Let's lighten up on him. It's like, we've got him. We're whittling him down. Let's get meaner, and let's hurt him more as he's tortured more. And that's the mentality here. To wear somebody down, to wear their body down, and when their body's worn down, to hit them even harder and torture them and rape them even harder. And I see that mentality in my attackers, which is horrifying. It's horrifying to even know it exists in human beings. I mean, I thought I knew Ted Bundy, and I didn't know Ted Bundy. I knew Ted Bundy exists, Hitler, and a lot of those murder, like Jeffrey Dahmer. I didn't know there were so many people who, when they remain anonymous, they could be so evil. The guy doesn't think he's going to get caught, so he doesn't care about my family. I think he even, he was the one who, kind of got my family, like, people torture my family, and they maybe have teams on them, and he doesn't care. He doesn't care at all. And he doesn't care about his wife. It sounds on the dialogue, it sounds like she's still there, and from what I'm gandering, there's a lot of looping with my V2K, but they are there. There's people that work the station. They have shifts on it. They'll add things in real time. And lately, because I've been screwing up the automated systems, they've been there manually more. Because they will. I mean, they'll repeat stuff that I'm reading, and it's not the automated, like, remote neural manipulation repeating. It's actually somebody doing it, because I'll make sure I'll say something really that they don't want to say, and they'll go, oh, I'm not going to say that, so I do know people are taking shifts, and actual human beings are on this equipment for me still, even after 7.5 years that I know of being tortured. But I guess that's it. I just wanted to make a video checking in. I talked mostly about Dave CD. I did that on the other video because it is important. I think we should all try it. We all have, some of us may be chipped from, like, disease or dental work, and some of us they just may have a biofeedback loop, a GPS kind of tracking from biofeedback of the remote neural manipulation. So, those people, it could knock it out completely. Some people are entrained for a longer time, so you got to use the CD more. Some people just became target individuals, like my friend in the city. He just started being targeted about 8 months ago. So I'm really going to check with him on how this works. See if the V2K leaves. I'm going to be because I've been targeted for a long time. He's been targeted for a short time. I'm going to use the CD. He's going to use the CD, or I have been using the CD. I've been using it for about about 2 weeks coming up. And I just got him one 2 days ago, I think, 2 or 3 days ago. So I'm going to keep in touch with him and see what happens with somebody who just started getting targeting. See what the differences are. And that's why Dave wants you to send letters. He wants to see how it's helping us, and he may be able to create something, better. Just better, more soothing sounding, and that can take out other stuff just beside, not just the tonight. Well, this takes out a lot of stuff, but I'm just saying he may be able to create something, even better, even stronger, that works to unentrain even faster. With the knowledge that he's getting, because he's an electrical engineer, he's an inventor. So the more results that he gets, the better he's going to be able to invent something. He needs data. But all right, I guess that's kind of all I want to say. The side of my head kind of hurts. But a lot of things are better. The high pitch sound, definitely. That was like one of the first things to go. They try and get it back in when I'm not playing the CD. They really try, so they can still target me somehow. It throws off their targeting somewhat though. And they've done, it's like they started a different protocol once I started using it a lot. So I know that it's working. I know that it's good. I know they try and stop me playing it. But yeah, I guess that's all I want to say. Just kind of give you all my results of how it's working for me. I still need to send Dave a letter. It's been like, 2.5 weeks or it's been about 2 weeks. So I need to send him a letter telling him how it's helping me so he can get that data from me. And then I'm going to go ahead and send some out this week. But yeah, if you are sending a request, you get it. If you could send just like $4 or $5, to that address, it would help me out. But you don't have to. I know TIs are strapped for money. It's just an if you can thing. Because I don't mind paying for it. I have some money. And Dave can help me out. But $4 or $5, what's the big deal? All right, and so tonight, I don't know if I'm gonna get this video out today. So tonight is gonna be, Ella's call is tonight at 8 Central Time. It is TalkShoe number 724-444-7444. And then the PIN number is 141476. She has a Tuesday night call. I might have an after call tonight. I'm not sure. I'm pretty tired. It just kind of depends on how her call goes and if people really, really want one. My PIN number, and I'll do a lot of after calls some nights, so just check in. My PIN number is 142394 with that same TalkShoe number. Now tomorrow night is going to be Sue. Oh my God, I can't remember her number. It's like 13. I think it's 134. No, it can't be one. Yeah, 134845. PIN number 134845. I think that's Sue's call. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, and I'll put it in the comments if I'm wrong. But I want to give y'all tonight's call and Wednesday night's call, and then Thursday night's call would be Mike's call at 5 p.m. Central, and Sue's call is at 8 p.m. Central, 134845, I think that's a really good call, though. That is like, I find so much peace in those calls. She's so peaceful. She's so loving. And it's like, I really need that because I get very, very angry about this, about the fight all the time. So those calls really, really de-stress me. And they give me a break in the week where I'm just like, I come back to myself. So they're awesome. All these people, all these moderators are coming from different angles. Mike's call on Thursday at 5 p.m. Central, 139849 is the PIN number. That same number, 724-444-7444. And then Ella's going to have another call on Thursday night, at 141476. Then Friday night, Linda's Friday night call is also, it's also an awesome call. And all these moderators have different ways of doing things. So it's really, you'll find a call that really comforts you. Maybe all of them, but you'll definitely find, one of them that you really like. I love Linda's call on Friday night. It starts at 8 p.m. Central, and her number is 140091. 140091. That's her PIN number. And then my PIN number, I'm doing some after calls, and I'm doing, maybe the Saturday night call. So we're seeing how those calls are going this week. It's been kind of topsy-turvy with TalkShoe, maybe because they're doing maintenance on it. But we're really moving forward. There's a lot of hope. It's still tough. I know, guys, it's still tough. Regionally, we feel a little bit isolated. Need to get together with local TIs and do some activism. But we're getting there, and God's behind us. Mama Bear. That's what I call God, Mama Bear. I always tell them they're messing with the baby bear cub, and Mama Bear's coming, so. All right, I'm going to end it with that. Guys. I love y'all. Stay safe. I'll see you on the next one. God bless you all. God bless you and protect your families in this time. All right.